Hello.
Hey,
What's
what's
up,
up,
everyone?
dude?
Hey, modern day James joining the stream, the live stream. Um, Hi everyone. Oh, whoops. I'm trying to see chat. We can't
I
see
told
chat in
everyone.
StreamYard.
Oh, sorry. I told
Mm.
everyone I wasn't going to Lightbox this year, but I guess I am.
Yeah, twice so far already.
I like how this is the yearly thing.
Yeah, yeah, true. Let me just see chat real quick. What are we gonna do today? I guess we're gonna draw and make some art. Hey, Magdalena. Uh, Jamtron, Nahla, hello.
Hey guys.
Hey, Ava, Yuki, Charms, everyone else. I can't lift everyone's names. Kelly! Gotta mention her name, of course. Okay, so what's the plan today, James? What are we gonna do?
Ooh, well,
What are you doing?
I'm drawing environments because I have to do environments for client stuff. And I don't know if you're familiar with Jordan Tuffin. I had him on my stream a bunch.
Music dude? I could be
No,
confusing
he's an
things.
art guy. He makes some beautiful environment designs. I'll share him over in Discord.
Okay,
I'm
let me see.
trying to go for this kind of look. Uh, so I'm working on environments, just practicing from reference right now.
Let me share my screen so everyone can see what we're talking about.
Yeah, his stuff is beautiful. Go to the finished
Where's
version of that actually, because I sent you just the line art one.
Okay, let me just scooch that over here. Scooch and magooch. Uh,
I'm working on a super secret client project. I'm very excited about.
Screen one. Okay, cool. You're doing some NDA stuff, huh?
Yeah, for a studio that rhymes with studio
Ghibli?
smear, studio schmear.
Smear what?
It's a studio mirror project.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
It's Avatar.
Oh, cool.
Uh,
Okay, so yeah, this is a cool style, man. This is what you're studying?
yeah. I'm just trying to sort of do something along those lines, but right now I'm just doing from reference.
Okay, okay. Oh, all right. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen shortly. I'm going to be sketching some stuff. If you want to share what you're sketching as well, I wonder if we can do a side by side.
Oh, that would
Is
be.
that a is that an option?
I could do that. Hold on.
Chote Malte. And sorry, chat, I'm not seeing what you're typing right now, but I will take a peek in a moment. All right, I'm probably going to be working on the same thing I was yesterday for a little bit. Okay, add to stream, add to stream. Can we do double? Oh, it's only one screen at a time. That's cringe.
Oh, I just have to say to William Khalifa, I did start watching Evangelion, and it's fucking sick. It's really good. So
Which one?
the original, he's been harassing me to watch it for months, and
Yeah.
just happy to say I started watching it.
Good luck. All right, yeah, I'm gonna keep working on these characters. Cynics may show up later, as well as TCK. Did this just start up? Yes, Vega. So for tomorrow's stream, we have to choose between Ahmed and Cynics. What? No. Oh yeah, if he's streaming at the same time, yeah,
Just watch them both. Get two windows open.
yeah. All right. But I do want to see what you were doing. Let me put that on the stream.
Oh, here, wait. Let
Okay,
me. This is just
walk
a
us
couple
through.
of lines. I'm gonna do a really quick show of something I'm working on
Oh,
here.
cool! What the heck?
Some
Don't mind me. I'm
some
just eating some
action-packed
kimchi.
stuff. And now I'm just gonna take that off the screen really quickly because I'm supposed to look at that.
Uh oh.
That's not necessarily NDA. I didn't sign anything for that.
Mmm.
But yeah, so right now I'm just looking at this little
Okay.
thing.
Yep.
Oops, just minimized all my windows.
I hate when that happens. God damn it,
So
Windows. Why does it
annoying.
do that? Cool. Yeah. All right. Let's switch over to mine. I'm gonna peek at chat again. This is so cool. I don't want to use Magma Studio. Pablo, what's up, man?
I thought we were supposed to say Magma Studio is the best. Since
I'm sure
it's
it
Lightbox.
is. I'm all just
We've
like,
used it before, actually.
Yeah, I just don't want it.
Because it's so good, you don't want to spoil yourself. You don't want to.
Oh, sure, yeah. Anyway, so what's new with you aside from working on those things?
Let's
Eris?
see. Am I allowed to talk about what I talked about, what I briefly mentioned before stream, or should I?
Probably not.
Okay.
Not that.
Well, I will just say I had a wonderful artistic experience yesterday.
Great.
It was very meditative. I sat and
That's good.
yeah, I played. I was like, kind of in line with our conversations where we're talking about like what are the motives for creating art and all that kind of thing. I just sat and played music to myself. I had the whole apartment to myself, so I just
Oh, cool. Yeah.
played a little mini concert for myself for like 2 hours.
Metal?
No, I sounded like Joni Mitchell singing in falsetto and just playing acoustic guitar. It was not as good as Joni Mitchell, of course.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, you don't? Okay, she's an amazing, I guess, folk singer from the 70s. Just incredible.
Patrick French says no Tool talk. Can mods please remove that person? We're going to be talking about Tool from now on. Hey, Jim. Oh, God. Sorry, Jim. He says it's cool you don't have to talk good about Magma or even us. Magma's great. I just want to work in Photoshop right now.
I mean, that's what I was saying. It is so good that you just, you can't use it right now.
How you doing, Jim? Hope everything's going well. Who is drawing? This is me. This is Almond Alderon Alduri Tanduri.
Yeah, don't share my screen for a while because I'll let you know when I'm ready. I'm doing a bunch of stuff that's not going to look so great.
All right. Those are some nifty leg shapes. Thanks, Iris. I actually did not put a story or post on Instagram about this stream. Let's keep it chill. We'll keep it a low number today so that we're not overwhelmed like yesterday.
It was wild. It's funny that 224 people is like, yeah, we're just going to be chill.
Yeah, if that was a real auditorium with 220 people, that's...
Oh, yeah. I noticed that when I did the live event with Steven and Anthony Jones, it's very different.
And okay, so question, is that happening again this month? Was that the plan?
Well, just because of coronavirus, we can't make that happen here in New York. I would like to do that sometime soon, but maybe it should be a 2022 thing, just so we have a little bit more time to like plan things out and make that work. Just because there's so many more restrictions here in New York.
I got a bunch of texts right when you were talking. Wait, what'd you say? I'm so sorry.
I was saying we should wait till 2022 since there's so many more restrictions now in New York because of Delta.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'd like to have a little more time to like pick a venue, find a place that's comfortable and chill. Because I think one of the issues we had last time was it was just too long. So I'd rather space it out for 2 days. And it was really nice that after the event we had a whole, we had like a bar that we all went to and did a drink and draw together, which was kind of fun.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I want to have some time to plan the whole thing out.
Right on. I still might be coming down, coming over to New York this month later towards the end.
Great. Will Draw for Views will be here. Get to unfortunately meet him in real life.
Really? I don't... That's kidding. I hope he's in chat right now.
Hopefully.
So the text that I got was from Gordy. Gordy, I don't know if you're here in chat. He's like, J. Scott Campbell is taking your course, and he sent a video.
That's awesome.
I need to see that. Do you know who J. Scott Campbell is?
The name is familiar, but actually, I know that's someone who's really famous in art, but I don't know their art.
He, when I was a kid in high school, middle school, I was highly influenced by his work. He's a comic book artist at Spider-Man, Danger Girl. the Amazing Spider-Man, and what's it called? You know, he did that recent Mary Jane Draw This in Your Style that had a bit of controversy.
Okay, I'm familiar.
Yeah. So
That's
that's pretty
funny.
crazy because
That's so sick.
he does like my work, but I need to see this video. Let's pull this on screen real quick. I don't know if you guys can hear this.
No, we can't. Or I can't, at least.
What? That's crazy. He's like, that's wow.
Ahmed, I love you. I want to have your babies.
I'm gonna have to send him a message. Yeah, we know. I know you can't hear, but I just that's cool.
That's awesome, man. Congratulations.
Thanks. I hope I get a sale for that shout out. Just one. I don't want any more than one. Stephen Davidian, you in chat? I know you just sent me a text saying that you are, but just want to make sure. I wonder how long the delay is.
I think it's usually a little bit, like 10 seconds. At least in my
Thanks,
experience.
Charmy. Kelly. All right, so Kelly Robertson asks a very severe question of what to draw. All right, we got to give her something to draw. In fact, we'll give her something to draw, and everyone has to draw it.
Let's see. A personified tea kettle.
Love it.
But maybe he'll be a knight as well. Oh, wait, I think we did that already. But
is that
do it
Ryan? I think
it
that's something he would do.
That is definitely something Ryan would do. I was doing a writing exercise yesterday, and I was like,
Bye, Ava.
I was started, and I was trying to just get in the habit of writing every day, and so I started by writing about my daily routine because it's kind of like an easy thing to start with. But then I was like, what if I start recording my daily routine, but from the perspective of my coffee maker?
There he is again.
Which was super fun. And so I personified him as this like really lonely guy, or this little lonely creature, and all he wants is just warmth inside. But then as soon as they get the warmth inside, it's just stripped away from them because we drink the coffee. And they're just like, oh, I hear rustling in the next room. Are they going to come see me?
He didn't touch my buttons today.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think I'll go to Pinterest to see if there's an idea. You know, I'll go to Pinterest and it just sends me a bunch of butts nowadays. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand.
I'm not complaining.
Seems like it does that.
How does it know what I want? Probably because I click it too much.
It might have something to do with that because that's not what my Pinterest looks like.
Oh, dang. You don't get a bunch of K-pop models showing up on your screen?
I don't really draw girls very often. I'm not very woke that way. I just draw ugly dudes.
Yeah, maybe that's what I'll start doing. Old dudes only.
Yeah, I get robots. Yeah, a lot of robots in my Pinterest feed. And anime.
Someone says my Pinterest feed looks the same as Ahmed's. They started Med's map, and I'm wondering, is there a replacement for the mixer brush in CSP? I actually don't know. Sorry. All right, I'm going to go to my saved boards and see if we can come up with an idea for one of my bestest friends, Kelly. By the way, thanks for taking the Meds map course, all y'all. Okay. What will we have chat do today in this calm, chill, sketching environment with these fellow artists?
I am multiple artists. I am multiple.
Yeah. I don't want to share my saved boards because some of them are private. And they just wouldn't make sense.
Understandable. Someone said robots with butt cheeks. I like that.
That's such a cynics thing to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
All right, I'm gonna see what I have in the cyberpunk folder. Is this public? I think it's public. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, private, you say?
Now everyone's interest is peaked.
I do not have a butt folder on Pinterest. I'm taking Meds Map as an elective at my school. Really, Jude? Is that a thing?
If so, that's actually really great.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I know from my high school art teacher, your class is definitely more informative.
Thanks, dude.
I mean, it's not even a question in that regard. It's the course is amazing, but that is not a compliment, unfortunately, that I gave you.
Wait, what? Sorry, I was.
I was saying my high school art teacher was terrible.
Oh,
So it wasn't my...
anything would be better. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But your course is fucking amazing.
So's your face.
I'm not gonna argue there, dude. I'm a handsome dude.
You are.
Thank you, thank you. It's overshadowed by my clear ego that I'm presenting.
Man, I'm like balancing between looking for a Pinterest thing, reading chat.
I will just keep talking, so just ignore me.
Great. Okay.
I talk a lot, so
all right. Let me see.
it's also hard to gauge on the internet how much to talk.
Well, you can send online classes to get approved, and it got approved. Cool. Right on, Jude. I'm happy to hear that. Can we go back to how good Steven Zapado's cameo was?
It was amazing.
Yeah, I could play that again right now. But I won't. I'll save it for later. A lot of the time for a class to get accepted, they have to give some sort of certification at the end. There's no certification in my class, sorry.
Probably could get something for it. I don't know if that's something you would end up or want to do, but I would imagine if they could prove that they did all the modules, it'd be an interesting thing to look into.
Okay. All right, Kelly. I don't know if you like cyberpunk or not, but we're gonna grab a couple images. You're gonna mix and mash them together to come up with a cool character design. And I'll do that too. We're all gonna do this together.
Yeah. And the way I've been approaching my environments for the client is like I'll take a 3D model to get the perspective, and then just sort of collage everything together with PhotoBash, and then just sketch over it. And it's been fun.
Yeah, it's a good way to concept.
It's almost like lots of people do that, and I'm just discovering that.
Let me just grab these images. Yeah, man, you're behind the times, James.
Clearly.
Cyberpunk chicks. Heck yeah. I still haven't played the game.
I like a lot about it, but I also I don't like a lot about it. It's good and bad.
Joe Tomalte. Let's get some other shoes in here, just in case we want some variety to pick from. It's almost like a choose your own adventure character design where you mix and match. I was thinking of making a program. My brother's a programmer. We want to come up with some useful tools for concept artists or just illustrators in general, where we loaded up like a stir-fry program with a bunch of images, and it's like a character creation screen. And if you hit randomize, it'll give you like different armors and body part, gloves or heads, and hairstyles, and it's like reference images. So you get to kind of just as a study, draw that combination of things.
Oh, that's really cool.
As your own character.
It's a great idea. You could even use some. I don't know how much programming your brother does, but like machine learning type stuff to sort of pick through and even gather new images.
Yeah,
it'd be very interesting.
Okay, so I don't want to put any artwork up here. Just photo reference. Because artwork's great for inspiration, but I don't want to take too much from existing designs regarding concept or movies and games. You know what? Let's add some weapons. Let's put in cool weapons. Let's see what we get. All right, that's not what I was expecting. Cool, yeah. Carbon fiber looking axe. How do we cyberpunkify that? Yeah, we're gonna make it look cool AF. Cool AF. That's good enough for now. Let's check up on chat. Okay, this looks fun. Gotta pull up med brushes. Wait, yeah, they are redoing the Matrix. Did you see the trailer, by the way,
I
James?
did.
What'd you think?
I like The Matrix. I'm gonna watch it anyway. Is how what I'm gonna say. I
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah, yeah.
like so thrilled. I think I was also just distracted because I was doing other stuff.
Hmm.
So I'm just gonna respectfully say I don't really have much of an opinion,
I have a bit of an opinion.
and I would like to hear that opinion.
All right, I need to give them this image. How do I share this image? Imbuing? Is that a site that people
Imgur.
use?
I think so.
Alright, ciao tomate kusai. New posts. Do you ever feel pressure that when you're streaming, if there's a lull in your activity on screen or whatever, that you gotta entertain everybody like, hey guys, no, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think either you gotta like it just sort of dulls from doing it a bunch. Like I notice if I stream really frequently that kind of goes away.
Mm.
Because especially when I was doing like 5 per week, it kind of went away a little bit. But as soon as I stop that, then yes, that comes back immediately.
Ah, you don't imagine them all tapping their foot like, where's my entertainment? How dare you?
I'm getting more comfortable with just silence and that stuff in general. I think it's a good thing in real life as well, just to be comfortable in silence. And that's why we're not going to talk.
Just to like force that issue.
Yeah, just for
All
the
right,
remainder of the stream.
I posted the link of the reference that I just made. If you guys all want to sketch along, gonna make a quick character design, maybe paint it up. I'm thinking cool clothing, strippy straps. We could even make it into a Matrix character. And yeah, so regarding my opinion on the Matrix 4 trailer, so I'm a huge fan. Like since what
First.
elementary school when the first one came out in
Yeah.
1999. And I think at that time, all three of those movies, which I love all three, the directors and the writers were influenced by, we'll say, a slew of things, such as you can see in the documentaries of it, manga, kung fu movies, action, philosophy, simulation, simulacra, all that stuff. And it's pretty clearly conveyed regarding action and awesomeness that way.
Yeah.
But because like whatever you're experiencing is going to influence your creation, and I think right now there's just different things within, I guess, the minds of the writers and the Hollywood and all that is influencing this movie, which is I'm fine with that. I'm still going to see it. I was just disappointed because the 14-year-old version of myself was hoping for a continuation of that original vibe.
Yeah.
So yeah, it looks cool. I'm curious to see where it goes, and there's a really interesting theory. If you pause the trailer, you can see where Keanu Reeves is on the wall is being projected the original movie, the footage like of Neo being taken in with special effects with like that mirror part where like that thing goes down his throat or whatever.
Yes.
And one theory I saw in the comments was like, well, what if in this movie, he was actually an actor who played the part of Neo in a movie called The Matrix, and he thinks it's just a movie or something, and then it starts to be revealed that it's not just a movie, and it's like a meta fourth wall
Oh, whoa.
commentary.
That's so many levels deep. That's crazy.
That's like Matrixception.
Yeah.
I've never seen any Matrix movies. Runs away. Kelly Robertson, you are banned. How
Whoa.
dare you?
Whoa. I missed your question, by the way.
What question?
I thought you said something. I thought you asked me a question, but
Did
apparently
I?
you did. I don't have no idea because I
don't
missed
think
it.
Cool.
Good talk.
All right, I need to warm up. I haven't drawn anything all day, so I'm going to actually just draw what I'm seeing. Can you hear my air conditioner?
I can't tell.
Okay, good. Good. All right. Thoughts on the Dune movie? So I already made a video on the trailer a while back. I think it's visually extremely underwhelming, boring, lame, and gray. But that's just my super hot take. And I think it's not visually interesting, and it looks like a typical solution in terms of what art direction has become with, I guess, sci-fi stuff these days, where it's like, dark, gritty, blurred out. Nothing's really, you can't pause much of it and say, oh, look, this looks like a painting, as movies used to have. Having said that, I do remain open-minded to like watch it and perhaps be swayed by the story. But I think it looks absolutely lame, visually speaking.
Do you think maybe they wanted to undersell the environment so that all the focus was on Timothy Chalamet? You thought about that?
Maybe. Are you saying that because you
Beautiful
look like
face.
him?
Oh, I don't think I look like him, but I'm going for it. Trying to
Yeah, I
reverse
think you look like
age.
him.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah. Another hot take. I don't think Blade Runner 2044 or the recent one was very good either.
I don't like
I'm
that
just
movie either, to be
extremely hard to
honest.
please, so I know some people are going to be like, what? How dare you? It was actually a masterpiece, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, okay, I think you were fooled.
It's also like, I think there are, like anything in art or movies or cinema, you can just break down into all the different aspects. Like, okay, I didn't like it for this reason, but I liked such and such about it. As a movie, I thought the pacing was really slow, and I generally like slower movies, but that it felt kind of like I was really dragging to me.
Yes.
Yes.
I
But
fell asleep watching Blade Runner 2049. Yeah, it's just
it was
like,
very slow. It was a very slow movie.
Yeah. Anyway, Magdalena in chat. Hi, how are you? I wanted to say hello specifically to you, and thank you for the. Thank you again for the screenshots of every time you see number 34. Magdalena. I feel like the original Blade Runner had so much chaos going in, which the new one didn't. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I like the original Blade Runner. I think it's a visual masterpiece. I don't particularly think the story is too crazy.
There was definitely some cheesy '80s things going on.
Yeah.
I just rewatched it.
Lucky A Ag Art says, dudes, I'm in Germany where it's 1:30 a.m. and while I love this video, your smooth voices are making me fall asleep while I'm trying to stay awake for the rest of Lightbox. So peace out. Wow, we scared him away with our calmness.
But go to sleep. It's time to go to bed.
Wake the fuck up!
I was going for the opposite. I was going for like a smooth jazz radio announcer voice.
And we have modern day James on the mic today.
Yeah.
True Omen, what's up, dude? Charmy, charmy. Charmy, how you doing? How's your Twitch stream and art stuff going? Charmsicle. Hello, Chloe.
I have a question for you.
I have maybe an answer.
How do you think other art forms feed into the creative process? I'm bringing it up because I've been trying to write lately.
Into the 2D creative process, or like what do you mean?
Just like, like, how do you think though any other like external pursuit influences your drawing? I guess. I'll give an example. Like, let's say you just go rock climbing for a day or something, and then you just start drawing like rock climbing people. Like that's a very direct one-to-one kind of thing. But
yeah, I think kind of like the earlier example regarding the directors and the writers, whatever's swirling around you is going to find its way through your expression. For me, it happens, I think, adversely. If I'm just sitting at home all day and I don't go out, not working out, I'm just rinsing, repeating the same YouTube video content stuff.
Yeah.
My art is also a reflection of that. So it'd just be kind of emotionless or not influenced by the external world outside of my apartment.
Yeah.
So, and having said that, if I'm playing music on guitar or something, that could influence art in such a way that I don't know if that's actually happened much for me, but I could imagine if I try to write songs, maybe like the art I do could be like a continuation of that. Like if I make a song and it could be like a theme for a trailer. Okay, what does that trailer look like based on these notes?
And yet, I will say in your sketchbooks you write a lot. There's more than most people. So I'd imagine there's some sort of relationship to there that's going on that maybe.
Oh yeah, I mean I definitely try to treat life like it's an algebra equation. I try to come up with answers and solutions to things that I don't understand. Okay. Charmy says, I'm good, love. Just got back this week from SAC Anime. It was my first con, and Jesus. It was your first Jesus, and you got conned by Jesus? Okay, what? LOL's experience. Cool, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Twitch is good. Back on the courses again. Mine and Araceli's. Dude, Night Zang is wonderful.
So good.
Yeah. Calm Ryu says, James, I watched your video about learning process, and the imitation phase you talked about is something I'm very scared of. Afraid of being called a plagiarist.
Well, I'll answer that.
Do it.
All art is imitation. So I think when you listen to a song or when you look at an artist, you vaguely have some category of where it fits into, which means that they were influenced by all of the people in that category.
Yeah.
And I think it's a very like capitalist centric thing to view art as this pure individualistic expression and not this like culmination of thousands of years of culture that has formulated the way you draw. So I think more and more I see art as participating in some sort of like ancient ritual that everybody has been working together. Like,
I like that.
I love it because like when you think of, I don't know, primitive man or whatever, and they're sitting around playing music, it has nothing to do with, oh, is that drum circle original, right? It's not that at all. It's, oh, what is this feeling that we're working together to make together? And I think more and more I'm just seeing art as a conversation and trying to strip my need to be original out of it. So I think that's how I look at it is naturally all human beings have a different perspective on things. So by amalgamating all of your influences, gradually you'll make something that's slightly original, and at that point, like, don't worry about being completely original. And whoever's calling you a plagiarist, just tell them to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, and who are they? What are
Yeah.
where's their art? What are their credentials? Do you like their art? If so, why do you respect their opinion in that way? Or are they just like narcissists running around trying to put rules on you so that they have control over you and how you feel?
And then say, it's okay. Sorry that you were so upset you had to yell at me today.
Alex C. Is that Alex Chen? Oh, it is. Dude, what's up, dude? Hey, man, how you been? I popped in the chat yesterday hearing you and Steven talk about design process. Space brought back memories. What a ridiculous class. Yeah, this dude was in Art Center class with us.
Oh, cool.
Great artist. Good stuff, man. Yeah, good times. Makarov, did Ahmed expect Men's Math to be the successful, or did you have any doubts? I expected it to be pretty successful, not as successful as it has been. I didn't think that would actually happen, but yeah, which makes me start preparing for Meds Map 2.
Hell yeah.
Environment design.
Please, I need help.
People have been asking for anatomy, though, but I already have anatomy gumroads. Just go watch those.
We need help in environments.
Alex, where are you at these days? Still out in the Badlands, the wild, wild west. Truman, I don't have that book, Stonehouse Anatomy, and I'm not familiar with it. Okay. Working in games in the Bay Area. Pog, Champeroni. Charmer, you can do the skulls. They're not that hard. Ozan Pulat, the winner of Chroma Core, is in chat. One of them.
Whoa.
Worked on the couple first times, but it already helped me a lot. Thank you, man. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah. Hey, Michelle. Wow. Good to see you here. It's been a while since the Pacific Northwest days. I think you're over at Art Center now, correct? Yeah, you have been. Right. How's that going?
I like how the cadence of that conversation went as though she was actually responding in real time with you. And it was beautiful to hear.
I'm very good at talking to myself.
Love it. I love it, man.
All right, I need to sketch a new idea. I love this pose, so I'm going to draw that. Yeah, that was such a cool thing to have Marshall chat with us yesterday.
Always great. I actually talked to him afterwards for
Oh.
some. Yeah, we just talked a bunch of shit.
He's cool, man.
No, he's the best. We talked about old movies.
Nice.
Wonderful guy.
How do you simplify the forearm? I tend to do a circle, another circle, and I do one of these that goes around like that, like a little C curve. And I put a little elbow there, and then that becomes the forearm. With the deltoid and pectorals. Hope that helped. Acolyst, what's up, dude? Where do you get your reference pick? Pinterest. What? That's so simple. Yeah. Imagine that. I simplify a lot of things in my men's math painting course.
Yeah, I feel like after you showed me just how you simplify things, I was like, oh yeah, I'm such a fucking idiot. I'm making this way too hard. Like,
yeah.
I find that art is interesting in that the more you do it, the easier it gets. Or like, you find easier ways to do things that also look better. That's how I would describe art.
Sure, yeah. Well, it's like if you practiced writing, just words all day for a long time, you're going to find ways to make them look better and simplify and finesse them and have your own kind of emphasis on like the shapes that you make with the letters. And it's the same thing with art.
Yeah.
It's just a bigger alphabet.
All different emphases.
Secret shapes, secret shapes. All right, let's grab that axe. Look at all these testimonials in chat for the Meds Map course. I should record a testimonial video and request people to kind of give a 20-second testimonial. I'll put it
Great
in
idea.
a YouTube video or something. Here's your chance to share your work on a YouTube channel.
Ciao. And then they can exchange a video for YouTube clout.
Yes. All right, so we're going to cyberpunkify this axe, which is probably something I'll do in the painting phase, but there's some stuff I think I could do. Maybe these characters are actually avatars that people have inside some kind of cyber world in the cyberpunk world. So we got these cool physics bending situations where blades are floating and maybe the parts disintegrate into carbon fiber patterns and reintegrate, all cool. Design. Meds Map is the superior art course, no cap. Thanks, Charmskis. Charmy is a great artist and a streamer.
Oh, cool.
Charmy, if you want to post your link, by all means. We will ban you if you do that. Just kidding. Oh, what if it's a big old mega axe? Kelly, how's your character going? It's good. Okay. Meds Map supremacy. So I paid for a StreamYard to have like higher res and more, I guess, customizable stuff.
Yeah.
But I guess that means I should probably use it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And stream more.
Yeah, definitely. We need you here on the YouTube streets.
Yeah. I'll do what I can. All right, gonna sketch this head out. Gonna probably change the hairstyle a little bit. Yeah, I recommend people have some music playing softly while they're sketching, because I cannot play music, otherwise I get the ban hammer. Yeah, true, and I did see the Matrix trailer. We actually talked about it earlier. It looks okay. Wonder if your concept art course would be a great next step. I'm currently doing an oil painting course called Evolve Artist that focuses on accurate representation. I might do a concept art course. I just don't enjoy concept art enough to do that just yet. I think I enjoy the breaking down of things that are more tangible, like environment design, which would actually include concepting. But I think what most people are looking for character concept stuff. Which can be a bit dry and boring for me. How can I make art friends? Oh. Start an art group. Make an art challenge. Or Discord or something. And
Start a podcast.
start a podcast.
works.
And then for some reason, people want to be friends with you.
I find generally people are very approachable if you just ask them questions.
Yeah.
So if you just give people an avenue to talk about themselves or whatever, people are generally willing to share about their lives.
Yeah.
And I think as long as you go into any sort of relationship, just don't expect anything from it. Like, I don't know. It's kind of just the approach I take is just be genuinely curious about people's lives, and then it turns out to be a great friendship.
Yeah. Assuming they reciprocate that.
Yeah. I mean, I think in general, it's go into it with the mindset of kind of trusting that these people will reciprocate, and then if they don't, obviously that's not a long-term friend that you want to have around. But
What if I'm just a dislikable guy? That's something you should really work on. Find out what's dislikable about you. Maybe you're trying too hard, or maybe that you just have low social awareness.
Khalifa is my student, and he is very friendly and
Okay.
a very lovable person. He just needs to not think he's a nuisance.
Yeah, self-worth is a big one. Go to therapy. For Fridge asks, Ahmed, will you be my friend? طبعا يلا وينك هسه؟ لازم نشرب شاي أو قهوة وفد شي. Sorry, everyone else who doesn't speak Arabic.
I mean, we just like the sound of it.
أول شيء يا مستر مودرن دي جيمس رح نبدي مع عربي.
I recognized one phrase in there.
Modern day.
Even better with the accent.
How many language do Med talks? I speak obviously English as a primary language, and I can get by with Arabic and Spanish. I can't give a speech in Arabic or Spanish, but I can give a speech in English. That's like the level of, yeah. Oh, and a little bit of Japanese. That's Huda, my friend. Arabic's great. Shukran. Jamtron, good to see you here. Espanol. See, I think the creative process can be interesting. Part of me wants to dive in and like draw this, but my ego part of me is like, oh, read what chat's saying. It'll boost your ego. Maybe they're, it's like, it's such a strange place to be.
It definitely is. It definitely is. I'd say just pretend the chat's not here. Ignore them. No, you do you.
As I read chat.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, Ahmed, I like your Arabic dialect. Discovered you recently. I already learned more about painting than I did throughout all my life trying. Thanks. I was never really a weeb. No, sorry. Med, what do you think of Inside's songs? Inside's pretty great. Music was good too. Is there any art advice that annoys you that other artists give? Yeah. Well, it's more just like the delivery of like lack of clarity. Like the whole, just like be yourself with your art. It's like, how? If you're going to give advice like that, like, give out a little map and clarify.
I hate when people talk about perspective because then they're competing with my market. That's why people go to my channel, and that seems to be the one reason. So anybody that talks about that upsets me.
All right, so we're going to do a quick perspective demo, 1 point, 2 point, and 3 point.
No, I personally don't care. I think as long as a student gets a variety of opinions on things, I think that's really just for me the thing I worry about is talking about instruction as though it is the only way to do things. And something I try not to do anymore. Because I think something about my delivery, I think, gave off that impression that I was like, this is the only way to draw. So I want to try to enforce more and more that there are so many different ways of drawing.
Yeah, for sure. Skis, dude. Skis. Is there any practice? Is there any practice so my lines don't look so shaky? Slow down, maybe? And trace stuff very carefully? All right, no more questions, people. I'm not answering anything. Sorry. I'm trying to draw here.
I don't understand.
Okay, I need to take a break from these concepts and then come back to them once I have another fresh eye. So I'm going to go back to this painting. I need to get back to climbing because my back pain is getting annoying.
Oh yeah, definitely. You got to go. That's one of the. That's just such good physical exercise, and you can do so much of it because it's so fun.
It's fun if you're good, or actually no, it's fun as a challenge, and you know. But it's like I'm like over 200 pounds trying to pull myself up. It's just annoying.
Understandable, understandable. I have noticed there's some like super lanky people that go, and I'm like, I think
Kill
I'm
it.
stronger than you, but you are so good at this. It's very, yeah. I think they have a significant advantage.
Yeah.
And you have access to half the wall because they're too hard. Understandable. That's how I feel about tall people. I'm like, you're cheating. It's not fair.
You mentioned splash art in your course. How would you recommend? I said I'm not answering questions. Okay, I'll answer that one.
Do you want me to read the questions?
After this one, maybe. Learning character-based splash art like they do for League of Legends. Check out Esben Lash. I think he may be brewing something for that. You are fighting against the entire plan to bring you down. I've been struggling a lot with self-doubt. I'm wondering if talent is a big factor, getting better at drawing, or is it practice consistent enough alone? Yeah, keep practicing. I mean, talent might make things easier for some people, but even talented people have to work at learning the skills and foundations and getting really good. And even if they get there faster, who cares? It's not really a race. Just do your own thing. Otherwise, you can grow old and regret it and having not done the thing you're passionate about.
You just got to face it, kid. You don't have it.
You got moxie, kid.
I think
But not he.
I refer to my answer I said earlier of one, just try to take yourself out of it as much as you can. Think of it as contributing in this fun ancient ritual. Makes it a little bit more joyous. I think the other thing is, I think you're right. I think you just keep at it, and that helps. And I think the more you can take your emotions out of it, and not that I don't want you to be emotional about the work, but the more you can separate your emotional response from the pieces you're making, the easier it will be to try things and get out of your comfort zone a bit.
Yeah. Do I believe in talent? Yes. Some people are just naturally more adept. Enemy, so good to see you here. Amazing art, as always. What cereal makes you best at drawing? Actually, I've been putting this like granola stuff in oat milk, and it's from this dude who made this specific combination of granola with certain types of mushrooms, and it's called Forage, Forij. That's been really great. I'm gonna paint some stuff. started this a while ago.
Ooh, that's beautiful.
Thanks, man. I'm in Mixed looks so fun. Thanks. Yeah, give up on 3D. Good idea. Just kidding. Enemy, you should join us. I'll send you a link if you want to join.
Super nice work.
Yeah.
Amy's
She's
work is incredible.
Yeah. Don't talk about mushrooms with James on stream. It's Paul Stamets, bro. He's the one who got me into it, dude. Any of you guys have trouble accepting compliments? All the time.
I like that question. How do you imbue a character with personality and not just cool clothes? That is a good question.
That's a good question, yeah.
I was hoping you had a good answer for it. I don't.
Oh, I was alt tabbing trying to get something real quick. Let's see. It's a good question. Don't answer. It's sort of a writing exercise, really, more than a visual design thing. Like, if you sit down at a coffee shop and listen to people talking, each person's sort of going to have their own vibes and personality. Some people are more reserved and quiet. Some people are more animated and storytelling wise. And you sort of base your creations off of those kinds of experiences. And if you think about, let's say, how animated Robin Williams is in his performances, and then you tell yourself, I kind of want my character to feel that way. Just like playing Robin Williams on screen or watching his movies will influence your design, and like you'll kind of pick up on the subtle smiling cues and the eyes and the warmth that the character might bring to the thing. So it's like, the answer would be reference something real from your own experience, even if your own experience is something from movies or existing things.
I think writing is so good too. Like, just spend some time. I don't know if you're doing art, you can write scripts and do storyboards. Like lately, obviously on my Instagram, everything I've been doing is story based.
Nice.
And I find that it's so much fun because you can kind of have this cool interface between what you write and the characters you come up with, and then draw them out. And not that it needs to be said, but writing is just as much of a skill as drawing is. And I think the two have a cool interfacing with each other.
Yes. Have you read On Writing by Stephen King?
No. I read a book with the same title by Ray Bradbury, though.
Oh. Them thieves copying each other. Yeah, Stephen recommended that one. It was pretty good. But it talks about, like, referring to real experiences. Also, Orson Scott Card talks about that a lot in his book on writing. I forgot what that one was called. Orson Scott Card did Ender's Game.
Oh, cool. Yeah, it's fun. And I find that I was just saying earlier how I was doing those writing exercises based on just my daily routine.
Like a coffee machine.
Yeah, another exercise that I've been doing was take people that you know, and you kind of have a good gauge on what their motives are and stuff. Write down their wants and needs. So that sort of classic screenplay writing thing where it's like, okay, this is what a character wants, but they actually need this. I'll try to think of a good example of that for anybody
And
that's
they
not familiar.
refuse to do what needs to be done. Then Act 2 happens.
Yeah,
Exciting
exactly.
incident.
But the exercise is then, okay, once you have a general idea of the character, now place them in like a really weird scenario. Like I wrote something where my best friend Mike got captured by pirates, and it's like
I love it.
it's just so random. And he's like a really neurotic kind of guy. Like he's such a New York City guy, so it's really funny to put him in that kind of situation because his whole life is so like divorced from nature and from literal danger that it was a really funny scenario for me to write out.
And since you know your friend, you can kind of predict what they would do and act like in that scenario.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I just imagine he's such a like curmudgeon type of character, but also really loving in a weird way. But I just imagine him just getting so angry and inconvenienced by these pirates. Just,
Yeah.
it's great. I love it.
You gotta be kidding me. What
Yeah,
is this?
exactly. Yeah.
You call this a
Like-
boat?
Like he just doesn't have time for it. He's like, oh god damn it. So I think the more you get the issues of drawing out of the way, like, you know, if you're still struggling to draw a figure, that's obviously going to inconvenience you no matter what when you're trying to draw characters. So for me, my goal's always been just make it so that the drawing part is just happens naturally as best as you can. Obviously, that's easier said than done. Drawing is something that's incredibly difficult.
Yeah.
But the more you can make that a natural response, then the more fun you can have with tapping into story and that kind of thing.
Just wanted to pull up Enemy's work.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, yeah. I'm kind of jealous. There's this one design she did that I was like, dude, this is it. Everything, all artists can stop now. This is the piece. I love this design.
Ooh, I love
like
that.
there's so much personality here. You know, like notice how there's the expression, the different exploration of poses, the wheat thing, the straw.
So good. There's that one sci-fi character she did that everybody did a draw this in your style. Of.
Oh, I actually with the green hair.
I believe that's the one.
Yeah, I started this draw this in your style and just never finished it. I wonder if I could find it. Sorry, enemy. Let me
Very
find
upsetting.
it. I wonder wer it is. It was gut. I liked it. It's got to be here. Sorry, chat. You know what? I'm not sorry.
Oh, sorry, man.
Get wrecked. In fact,
don't
you guys
have to
watch
apologize.
James.
Are you going to share my screen?
Yeah, can I?
Yeah, you can share my screen. It's not that exciting right now, though.
Oh, that's great.
All right, let me see what I can share. You want to see?
Hey, Yuming. Sorry. Go ahead.
All right. I don't know what I can share on. I don't think I can share any of these windows, but I want to. So that's really upsetting for me. But I'll just continue doing what I'm doing. I get the go ahead in a couple days, I think.
Okay. Now I can open up PSDs to look through the layers because I think I might have hidden it somewhere, not by accident. But I don't have to worry about revealing things on screen because you're sharing your screen.
True. Oop.
Where is it?
Story moments.
I wonder if I just named it enemy if I did a search. Hey, can one of the mods? Actually, no, I'll put it. Yeah, go check out enemy. No, that's definitely not it. Okay. Or I'm gonna search it.
Shut up, baby. Yeah, I was doing furry commissions. That was that's where I was at.
Furry commissions.
No, that's not what I was doing.
Free commissions for. Oh, I found
Furry.
it.
All right.
Uh oh. Wow. I'm a little bit better now. Maybe I could finish it. Do you want to see it?
Let's see it.
Okay. Add to stream? Yeah, there we go.
Ooh.
Let me find the original to put it next to it. Yeah. I was just taking a more loose approach for it. But this was like a long time ago. Long, man. Look how many layers of sketches I have. Oh, jeez.
Whoa.
Completely different from it. I'm scared to click through them because sometimes there's
There's a what?
R-rated stuff. I'm not using Clip Studio Paint. What?
I was using Clip
you
Studio.
are.
Yeah.
Ew.
I had to do it, man.
I'm just kidding.
I had no choice. Photoshop screwed me over.
Can you talk about why your workspaces and what panels you keep hidden and shown? Just keep open what you need to use. That's it. Layers, color, navigator. That's it. Miblert, good to see you. Yuming, how you doing, man?
It's really Miblert? I thought he was Milbert this whole time. For years.
Probably.
Oh, it's Miblert. You're right. Wow.
Why did I stop? I think I got too much anxiety to like make it good, and so I just abandoned it for a little bit. I was like, I'll come back to it some other day. Here,
Why did you get anxiety about it? Let's dig deep.
This.
Let's do it.
I can't really remember. Let me see what year this was. Was this 2021? No way. Oh, maybe it was. I don't know. I don't know. I was just going through a rough time. As we all do. I'm just going to go ahead and flatten all. Actually, I want to keep the line work. I want to take a look at it real quick. Yeah, that's fun. Okay. Why did this feel like it was several years ago? I thought it was much longer than that. This year has lasted 2 years. Okay. Enemy, I love like the gray skin tones you use. Especially on the tum there. That's a good tum. Oh, we totally abandoned our collab, by the way. We should probably come up with something else. I don't know what I was going for with that.
You're not talking about me, right? You're talking about you.
Oh no
and
no yeah, enemy.
I was gonna say, I was like, I don't remember us ever doing that.
Not yet. I know I
Oh,
was
where?
supposed to do the Bloodborne thing, but
No, it's fine. I got caught up with other stuff, so do not worry about it. And you got caught up with stuff. It's just how life goes.
yeah, I had to make a course, otherwise the IRS would have come after me. Where's our money?
Yeah, they would have been very upset with you. Bastards.
I think Revi asked earlier. Sorry, Revi, I totally missed you. Hi, Revi. Med art book when? I don't know.
Should do that.
Yeah.
Great idea.
Enemy, can I add a little bit of like red tones in the face, or does it have to stay like gray?
It's your style, man.
I guess the whole point of draw this in your style is just do whatever you want.
That's what I'm saying.
But I want permission from her.
I almost feel 100% confident that she'll say yes.
Doubt it. Oh, okay. She said yes. Cool.
It would have been really funny if she's like, no way, don't even try. Don't you dare do that. That's my character.
Oh, you have the eyebrows as green, don't you? Yeah, that's cool. Okay. All right. I can't see how many people are in chat.
2,000.
I doubt it.
No, it's 300 though.
Oh, okay. Hey Med, are you planning to release another one of your sketchbooks on your Gumroad? Asks the Dan. Not really. I don't think. Maybe. Kelly Robertson says, I just worked on my Cybergirl's legs for a small age. Cool. Sorry, Elena. I am actually pretty curious to see what these sketches are and these layers. We're going to switch over to James' screen for a moment.
All right, let's see what's going on.
Yo, that's a great painting, by the way, James.
What I'm doing?
Yeah, good shape design.
I don't know. I feel like it's getting too complicated, but I'll try to make it less complicated in the stone area here.
Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, I think it's pretty safe so far.
Safe for work.
Yeah. Oh, not that one. Let's go ahead and delete that. Oh, these are cool. God, I always abandon like cool sketches. I'll show chat in a sec. Teo Prince is super good.
I don't know who that is, but I appreciate that.
Oh, dude, I used to work with him at ArenaNet. He's environment concept artist.
Cool.
You should. Yeah, he's like one of the best, I think, in the world.
I want to be the very best, like Theo Prince.
Prince.
To catch them, my real test. Here's my cause to be Theo Prince.
Gotta be better.
I gotta just steal his work.
You sketch me and I'll sketch you.
Theo Prince. Hell yeah. What a great name, too.
I'm going to show you his work shortly after I do this layers excavate. There's like 80 layers. Jesus. I think I was trying to do concept sketches for potential like magic card designs.
Ooh. Have you ever worked with him?
Indirectly, yeah.
Indirectly. Interesting.
I can't really explain what that means.
Yeah, I'm confused, but I like it. They like sent a self-destructing letter to your house.
No, it was through a third party company.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Okay, she's not nude. Okay, I just won't click these. Do I still use the same Intuos? No, I'm actually using a Huon right now. It's a large. What's the? It's a wireless WH1409. It's been pretty good.
Hope
Okay.
Theo Prince gets word of our song that we just sang. Be really nice.
Don't clip it. All right, let me show you his ArtStation.
But yeah, I would love to see.
You've probably seen his work before. Do you see it?
I do see it. I don't think I've actually seen his stuff before, oddly
What?
enough. It looks like a fusion of Finian McManus and Sparth to me.
I'm offended on his behalf. This guy is long before any of the. Well, actually, no.
Okay. Well, then those
Okay.
people look like they're
Yeah,
taking influence from him.
I think Theo was around Sparth's era when he was
Gotcha.
getting big. Finian is a little bit after. Finian's also amazing too.
He is. He's really great at playing VR in my class also. He came to, we were hanging out, he came to my class,
Yeah.
and he was sculpting in VR while I was teaching, and I've never been more distracted in my entire life than seeing somebody just in a total different universe. But I love him. He's super nice. I just think that story is so funny.
Okay, let's look at these layers. Whenever I put a red label on a layer, it means I like it and I'll come back to it later. I never did. Okay, so there's that. Okay, then we got enemy sketch. Concept for, I guess, some kind of ferryman or something.
Whoa, ferryman.
Dragon Rider. The one
My name is Dragon Rider. Sorry.
That's actually really great. I'm going to put that down over here so I don't forget it. This one, I love this one. Oh, that'd be such a cool card. I think I was concepting like potentially a deck of cards. I don't know.
Please make a deck of cards. I'd be so happy. And we'll call it Dragon Rider.
Yeah.
It says Dragon Rider, the world's premier trading card game. I came here just to annoy you, actually.
Bye, Ferg. Ah, that's a cool one, too. Oh, little mushroom guy. Am I the only one who does this, who has like PSD files with like hundreds of sketches like this?
No, I love doing that.
Yeah.
They don't look as good, but I do like doing that.
What's up, Alex Honeycutt?
Hung out with Alex recently
Nice.
in New York, and we hung out, went into the city. It was a great time.
Oh, it's cool.
Real human interaction.
Down here. Alex Honeycutt. Is that that's not Alex, is it?
Well, he is an Alex. I don't know which one you're speaking of.
Freaking Sanguine.
Oh no, that's a different Alex.
Yeah. Ooh.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What drawings of yours do you like the best in general? Like, if there's, I don't know if there's any that are notable to you.
I can't say I have any that I think are the best. I think some. I don't know. I try not to think that way, I guess.
See,
What
I
about you?
think us artists need to feel better about the work and be.
Yeah, true.
So I have that feeling with music. I mean, I think the stuff I'm doing now is really in line with where I'd want to go with art in general. So I'm really excited about that. So just anything I've been working on recently, I'm like all about. Obviously, with everything, it can always get better.
Yeah.
But I am happy with where I'm headed, let's say.
Okay, that's good. Healthy way to go about it.
So all the things I've done recently, I'm happy about. Yeah, there's some music I've written where I'm just like, oh yeah, that's the shit. I get really excited about it. But us artists, or the visual art realm, has no people going. I only can think of a few that are like, yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah. I think I would, if I had to like imagine what would cause me to think that way about something I do, is like, does it make me feel something?
Yeah.
Aside from the technical part of it, like, does it resonate in such a way? Or honestly, actually, okay, I do have somewhat of an answer. I think that the best drawings that I like the most that I do are like silly, goofy things that I share between friends, and they're like, and it makes us laugh. Like,
okay,
cool.
There's something important in that.
Yeah.
And when I'm not saying like develop a crazy artist ego to everybody in the chat. I'm just saying like you're obviously making art because you're trying to make things that you like looking at. So it's good for us to be a little less self-conscious all the time. Just it seems like I get so many depressed comments. It's like, let's cheer up a little bit, everybody. Let's be happy. Should be like Marshall and Ian McKegg.
Dude, those dudes are
so chipper,
not from Earth.
They're so positive. It's wonderful.
Yeah, it's quite something else. Most of my PSD files are like that, where it's just hundreds of layers of sketches like this. And there's 400 of those files, so I want to go back and maybe pull some that I've forgotten about. Maybe that's what the art book is. The excavation.
Yeah, that could be a cool theme. The forgotten files.
Yes. Sketches from the crypt.
Yeah. Love it. You know what we need right now?
The Elder Files. Yeah, what's up?
We need coffee. No?
Matt?
We need coffee right now. That's the problem.
Like actual coffee, or coffee the person?
Both.
Yes. True. Oh wait, TCK's in here. Oh, I didn't even notice. Sorry, I forgot about you. Hey man, how long were you in there for?
What's up? Literally like a minute, and I was about to type in the chat.
Oh, okay.
I'm glad it wasn't forever. Hey, buddy.
How you doing?
Everyone, welcome, Thomas Chamberlain Keene. How you doing, man?
I'm doing well. I'll only be around for about an hour, but thank you for inviting me.
Of course.
I don't know why. I don't remember what the context was, but I was just going through all your stuff today, Thomas.
Oh, okay.
The context was enjoying it. I just don't remember how I ended up there. I just was, I don't remember if I was watching the Vadi video again, and then I ended up just going through all your work today. But
yeah,
it's great fun watching that video. I still love it. It's still surreal.
Good time.
So surreal.
Yeah, dude, we made it into Vadi's video thanks to Thomas.
I'm doing my best effort to get him as part of the art community. I actually I invited him on a podcast.
Oh, Vati?
Yeah. So I'm
Nice.
like, you should befriend these people in the concept art community.
Oh,
Yes.
awesome.
I'm doing God's work.
That's a good idea because he's now putting together the book, the Soul Arts book,
Yeah.
which is really nice.
Is he putting your
So
stuff
cool.
in it?
I believe so, yes.
Hell yeah, dude.
Which is nice. Free copy.
Your sketches feel so like sculpted. By the way, look at this.
Well, I guess it's not a sketch, right? it's
Well,
No, you call it a sketch.
Oh, you mean
these-
this?
these, I
paint.
mean, yeah. It's as though they're very carefully sculpted into the 3D space that's in 2D, then it becomes this.
Interestingly, with those sketches in particular, because they happened after the final design was done, like they were part of the
Oh.
presentation, it meant that like essentially I took the complicated design that I made, crazy and complicated because I could. It was a full render, and it was like condensing down just what it needed to be, but it meant I knew like what all the volumes were, like in full detail. So that might be part of it. It's just like I knew everything I needed to put into those little sketches.
Beautiful, man. I hate you. I love how you have this color-coded stuff going on here. Is that for a
It's
reason?
quite fun, isn't it? It's something I've never done, but because I was going back to be like, oh, what process can I show? It's just because I will put the line art over the paint layer so that I don't lose the detail in the line art. Like it's just to speed up like going to full paint, and I'll just like paint within the line art to give it like a color that roughly matches where it should be.
Oh, that's cool. We got I didn't know Super Chat was on. We got a $5 dono from Danny B. Ahmed, how many all-nighters did you do during your last semester at Art Center? Oh, last semester or the... last semester wasn't too rough because by then we developed the discipline enough to like actually do work on time. But maybe a couple. It happened far more frequently. In the first few semesters, like it was definitely once a week at least. Yeah. And Jasmine, you're in chat too. That's here. Jasmine's really good. She's got nice sketches as well. She's taking my MedsMap course. Y'all go check her out.
Yeah.
Oh, gorgeous.
Yeah. But yeah, Thomas, what's new with you? What are you doing these days, art-wise and otherwise?
Well, on Instagram, I'm just reposting old art because
That's the way to
because
do
because it's a new Instagram, so I'm just posting everything that was on the old one. I forget if you knew, but like I lost access to it, so I just made a new one.
It's ridiculous.
But it means posting to it's easy because I just have
Yeah.
endless content to put up.
Facts.
How has non-art life been?
Good. Actually, it's been fairly non-arty because I was moving. And like a lot of life stuff just kind of gets in the way of constantly drawing. But it's been very nice.
Awesome,
Yeah.
man.
Going back to Art Center though, I was going to ask, like, does it feel like they deliberately like shower you with work at the beginning to sort of? Is it almost to like weed out people that can't keep up with the I don't know, the dedication to work, or is it just to sort of lay the groundwork of you need to work hard, and so they sort of like really hammer in that message by giving you a ridiculous amount of stuff to do?
It certainly used to be that way. When we were there as students, where it's like, I think it was deliberately to weed out those who lack the discipline or drive to do it. However, and I don't think it was a bad teacher's thing, where it's like drill sergeants and stuff. It's just like, hey, I mean, you guys are capable of doing it if you really try, and organize your life around this. And there were the party people who just didn't do the work and they just didn't make it to third term or fourth term or something. And the people who really wanted it stood out. Nowadays, I believe it's different, definitely softer. Because when I went back to teach there was a meeting for faculty before the semester started. And they're like, hey, so if you're familiar with Art Center from before, we're different now. We have a younger demographic. We're going to go easier on them. And I'm thinking, not in my class. So, I think there is a benefit that you get from doing a lot of work. So, yeah.
Yeah, because it's the sort of thing I'd love to see like a study on, how effective or not is that kind of teaching. Like, is
Sure.
it better to really push people? Like, does that actually provide progress in those people that
I have a
succeed?
controversial take, which is that the teacher is irrelevant,
Yes,
and
absolutely.
that if you were motivated to do it, you do it regardless of the teacher or not. But that's my take. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Most of the things I know how to do, sure, like there were teachers to show demos on stuff, but most of it was like just figuring it out on my own. It's like that self-teaching, despite having teachers there, is what helped me propel against other people, because I didn't depend on some kind of hand-holding.
Yeah, it feels like it becomes everything you do outside of the class ends up being like really what makes you stand out.
Yeah.
Necessarily, because it's different, it's extra to what other people are doing.
I'm stealing your pattern trick from yesterday's stream, Ahmed. Go for it, Kelly. Do it. How can you pay so much for school than just not do the work and go to parties? Some students had like billionaire parents.
Have you ever gone to parties? They're fun.
Me, no.
I
Oh.
can get it.
Oh, okay. Imagine partying with a bunch of artists, though. Like, it's
Yeah. That's true. I didn't go to art school, so I don't know what you guys were doing. I had a lot of fun in college.
awesome that Ahmed dropped the hammer on new students. Ha! Yeah. Self-teaching 6 more. James, when he bowed out of med school.
I wish. Med school wasn't very fun at all, actually. Nobody was fun there.
Unless you're talking about Med's map.
That was
Joke
fun.
Hey.
I made a joke, yay. Enemy, I like how you chose yellow for these eyes. So cool. Oh, there was a cyberpunk character. All right, so let's get back to that. Had to control
is
S on this. Sorry?
Is there a theme that you're sketching on, or?
Yeah, someone asked in the chat, hey, what should I draw? So we're like, oh, let's put together a quick mood board, which is pinned on the chat on YouTube. I'm just going to design a quick cyberpunk character.
Ooh, let's do it. Where's the pin? Ah, here we go.
Yeah.
All right, let's give it a go. I have like 40 minutes now, maybe, before I'm off to bed.
Sketch it up.
Let's see what we can pump out.
Yeah. Hashtag, yeah, we'll do a hashtag. We'll do... All right, what's our hashtag, James?
Hashtag meds. Meds. I don't know. I'm blank. I'm drawing a blank right now.
Okay, so it's Kelly Robertson who asked, so we'll do Kelly Punk, unless that's an existing hashtag.
Alright, got a big tomahawk. Got like a machete.
Yeah. It's, I thought it looked cool. I was like, well, we could cyberpunkify it. I made mine huge on this character. It doesn't have to be exactly that. It's just an impressionistic inspiration that could become stuff. So you don't have to be
I
super
like it
tied
big.
in. That's what she said.
Got
Oh
him.
my god. It's really strange though with character designs in general. Like one of the sort of easiest fallbacks you can do for something that's going to be like appealing is just take object, make big, add to character.
Make
Bish
big.
bash bosh. You've got a cool design.
One of my favorite like design archetypes is a small girl character with large fists, where it's like
Yeah, battle chasers.
I don't
yeah.
know what that's called, but there's a bunch of characters I've seen that have that exact sort of archetype to them.
Especially in,
What are the League of Legends ones? Like Vi and...
Oh yeah, exactly.
Is it Vi? Yeah.
Magnus
know my
Marshall
League of
says,
Legends.
"Oh my God, is Thomas in England? I am, and very much questioning my consciousness." Oh,
Yes.
this person's also in England.
I am residing in Oxford.
Wow,
Oxford.
so fancy.
Oxford.
Yes, of course. Do tell us more.
Of course, some beautiful colleges around here, lovely parks. Yes.
I love it.
We've only really been into the town centre like twice in the last month and a half. The problem is
You
like
still have a town center though. That's great.
It's true. Or city centre. I guess Oxford's a city. Feels sort of too like not quaint, but it's cozy, so it kind of feels town-like. Or maybe it's just because like the architecture, like there's this big like cool dome library called the Bodleian, and then there's lots of sort of almost castle-like looking college buildings everywhere.
Yes.
So it's kind of got fantasy town vibes.
I love it.
And like I never really think of fantasy cities. That just sort of feels odd. City feels very urbanized as a word to me. So it's just a town. It's a fantasy town.
Thomas, if you do want to share what you're sketching, I could throw it up on screen. Oh, are you? Oh, let's see.
Ooh, I will be.
Oh, James, what the heck is that? Is that Ghost in the Shell?
Oh yeah, here, wait, I'll show you. Yeah, it's some Ghost in the Shell. I got some Evangelion.
Sweet.
Little sketches, and then Thomas, I'll show you what I was working on here with some story moments for projects.
Ooh, amazing.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
This one I'm happy with how this came. I just did this yesterday, and this file was bigger, but I think
It's starting to slow down.
yeah, it's just getting crazy. There's too many things, so I just keep using the same file over and over again, and then just with that. But right now, I got to work on some environment stuff. So
Yeah, I briefly heard you chatting about the kind of like making one big Photoshop and just sketching within it.
Yeah.
I've tried doing that a couple of times, but well, to be honest, I think it's a good way to actually force myself to stay ideating rather than just going, oh, here's a nice idea, let's render it for 10 hours.
yeah,
See, I want to do what you're doing there with rendering for 10 hours. I can't get
Well,
myself
all
to
you
do it.
all you have to do as soon as you get something that you like, split it off to a new Photoshop file, and that puts the brake on creativity, for better or for worse. For me, it's generally for worse because I, don't actually spend enough time trying to think of like new approaches or anything like that. But I think that's something which, when I have done like those just big Photoshop files, it's great because you feel like it's loose. It's kind of like when you scribble in a sketchbook to make it feel like it's not proper and nice.
Yeah.
It's already kind of like ruined in a sense, or like it's not going to be perfect. You do the same thing with Photoshop files.
Yeah, I think the difficulty I have choosing something is the fun part for me is ideation and coming up with new potentials. But committing to one is like saying, all right, all the possible branches are going to be eliminated, and you have to do this kind of thing. So yeah. All right, bye, enemy. Thanks for joining. Gonna have to go. Yeah. Well, yeah. Hit me up about that collab. We should do something new. I think that idea was kind of falling apart. Yeah.
It just fell apart. Just like this stream's about to, because I have to go.
Oh. That's all right. I think we're only gonna go for like another half hour or so anyway.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.
After Lightbox, we'll have to do a stream over on my channel, and Thomas, obviously, you're invited as well.
Awesome.
Yeah, we'll have a little catch up. Maybe we'll bring back. We'll do some more group drawings. That was pretty fun.
Oh yes, there's a thing we need to try.
Yes.
I don't know if you're familiar with Gartic Phone. There's an animation version. You can do a group animation, but it's like
really
half
cool.
blind, so you only see the previous frame. It's a lot of fun.
That's really cool. Okay,
Pretty janky, but a lot of fun. We've got to try
Yeah, it
that
still
out.
sounds like fun. Awesome. All right, guys. I'll talk to you soon. All right.
Hey man, thanks for joining.
Thank you so much, and take care, everybody in the chat. I'll see you later. Bye, everybody.
That's it. Right on. So
Yeah, you'll sort of struggle with the like cutting off the potential directions that something can go in. I feel like a lot of the time the reason I maybe don't feel that is because I like, if there's an idea, I can try and shove it into a different design. This may be like a method that has arrived from doing the ArtStation challenges, because in those you're like
yeah.
you have to make 10 or you have to make 8 characters. So it's like every idea is valuable because you need a lot of them.
True.
And so there's kind of like this desire to very quickly bundle ideas into something and then be like, okay, it's done. I can put these ideas somewhere else. So like, yeah, making sets of characters or sets of anything, could be props.
Almost,
I think can help a lot with that.
I think the way you're describing it is kind of lending to treating it like a production design rather than like a single design. And so you're setting the stage with possibilities and then shining a light onto a handful of them and making it tell the story.
Yeah, gee, that's a good point.
Oh, Rob's here.
Oh,
Is that guy finally gone? I was waiting for so long.
How long were you
Jeez.
waiting in there?
I thought James would never leave.
You were waiting for him to leave. Wow.
Oh God, can't stand that guy. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Hey everyone,
What's up?
how's it going?
thanks,
Good.
you.
Doing some cyberpunk.
Yeah, there's a mood board attached to the chat when making character designs based on it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Cynic Squad's here. Uh-oh. Chat's going wild. Chat is going wild.
Yo, what's up, chat? Woo! Woo! What's up, chat?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Cynic's Poggies. Thanks for joining yesterday and today, man.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun yesterday. The chat was giving me such a hard time the
Why?
whole entire time yesterday.
Yeah,
They were just trying to bully me. They were just bullying me the whole time.
I saw. They're like, Sinus
Hey.
this, Sonic that. I'm like, dude, you guys are like children.
Oh, that's a bit mean.
I told like my chat the night before, I'm like, I'm gonna do my best to not like talk because I genuinely just want to listen to Marshall and Med like kind of talk and discuss things. And then the whole time they're like, "What's wrong with Hanks? Why is he being so quiet?" Etc.
Dude, they're such trolls, man.
Yeah. Anyway, I love them all. I love all you guys in chat. You guys are
I
all
don't.
cool art people.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, good. Pelco's asleep. That's good.
Yeah, you're safe.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of Lightbox stuff, I don't know if you had a chance to watch it because it was probably like at 5 a.m. your time. But man, that Evan Amundsen stream he did at like 1 a.m.
Oh,
Really, really good. Really fun.
dang. Was it recorded?
I believe, well, it was on Twitch, so I assume it's still available on his Twitch.
Okay.
Ooh, should be a VOD.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, it was
I wanna
very fun. He's so like, he's such a good, like animated, like exciting, just like lecturer kind of person. Which I did not know he was such a like talented lecturer, but he's like really enjoyable to watch.
Awesome. Yeah, I want to learn how to become an artist, so maybe I should watch it.
I mean, for the record, I think you actually he spent a good chunk of the time just talking about like what's good and bad about designs in like Lord of the Rings versus The Hobbit and all these things,
okay.
kind of just really getting into like fantasy stuff and why certain fantasy stuff is good and why certain fantasy stuff is bad.
Hmm.
That's cool.
Yeah,
He certainly knows a lot about it. He's like the person to go to for that kind of in-depth comparison.
yeah.
He has such a like wonderful library of sort of fantasy materials and armor designs, like and anything that relates. Like it's all there in his head.
Yeah, I was kind of blown away by his amount of like just knowledge on like it's weird because it's like partially historical but also like fantasy historical, you know? Where it's just like knowing all this like actual real life historical context for like all the designs in Lord of the Rings type stuff, but then like also knowing how it works like in the fantasy context of the world. And it's just like you know way too much about things.
I need to
It's
play
really
this.
intimidating as well because you're like, damn it, do I need to know that much stuff? Is that what I'm missing? Oh man, that sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah. I'm glad I don't do fantasy art.
I wanted to show everybody your chance encounter, Cynics, but it's too big of a file.
It's fine. It's not the most. It's very lame compared to the other ones. I had no idea people were gonna be so funny and entertaining with theirs.
Yeah.
Mine is not that exciting.
We could watch Ethan's again.
Nah, we're good.
Okay. Stevens? Let's see.
Stevens is like by far the
Yeah.
the golden encounter.
Adam Duff's is really good too. Adam's more serious in his, of course.
Yeah.
So is this what you were doing yesterday?
This painting was, yeah. But this one was today. Just now.
Lovely.
So it's your face. We could play Kev's. Did you see Kev's?
I've seen them all.
You have? Okay.
I have your meds map.
Oh,
looked
right. You
through
looked
most
through
of
it.
it.
Okay. All right. We're going to play Kev's real quick. All right. 3, 2, 1.
Hello there.
We don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents.
Hey, this is Kevin Fleeman. It's great to see you taking Med's head painting course. I really enjoyed taking Med's classes in the past, and I can say the content you learn in this course will be indispensable throughout the rest of your art journey. As you can tell from my surroundings, I clearly live in the future, and I am reaching out to you in the past. And let me be the first to say, after you take this course, congratulations, you did it. You can now successfully paint heads.
So silly.
That's amazing.
Oh, yeah. Did you see Stevens by chance? Thomas?
I haven't. I'm new to the chance encounters. I've got to say, I'm behind the times.
Yeah, so in my course, I have like these random
It's fantastic.
encounters throughout the... All right, we'll play Stevens later because we need to go back to drawing.
Yes.
Rob, what did you do today?
I don't know. I don't want to talk.
I don't know. I don't... Okay.
Nothing productive. I spent some time fishing in Genshin Impact and then ate Popeyes. So, I'm just living the dream.
Is Genshin Impact worth playing? Should I get it? Should I do that?
Yes.
Join the hype?
I think it's quite good. I think it's delightful, to be honest.
It's pretty delightful. You just got to if you limit yourself to not pay anything, then it becomes like an interesting challenge of like resource management.
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
It's like a bizarrely fantastic
completely
game
free
when you
experience. Yeah. It's the stories like I feel like they're only getting better. Like they released a whole new basically chapter, a new world in the past month, and I'm like, God, it's really good. It's really pretty and it's really fun.
And what is the negative press? I keep hearing it's like a gacha game. What does that even mean?
Yes, that means there's a gambling aspect where you can pay a bunch of money to try to get new characters every couple weeks. So it definitely has a addictive built-in gambling mechanic. But if you're old and wise enough to not bother with that aspect of it, it's a delightful game.
I guess the real question is, if I start playing it and do art for it on YouTube, will I become as popular as you, Cynics?
I mean, no, but I'm sure you'll become pretty popular.
What's that?
maybe you'll become, like half as popular.
Okay.
Half as.
You haven't even been to Japan.
I want to go.
2022. Let's go.
Do you? Well, no, I'm not going to ask. Say, do you think we'll ever get out of this horrible quagmire of nonsense?
No. Aliens are going to kill us before then.
I know. Anyway, how's your art going today? How's this going?
Yeah, pretty good. So design, pretty spontaneous. Cyberpunk.
I never
situation.
asked yesterday because
Yeah.
it felt pointless to go off topic. But was there like supposed to be a main like theme goal topic for your presentation, whatever you want to call it?
I wrote something out regarding diving to the creative process for designing a character or something, but really it's just a loose, casual art hangout, if anything.
Yeah, because I was like, it turned entirely into like teacher talk about like teaching and stuff.
That's perfectly fine. I don't think anyone complained. Right, Thomas, did you end up playing Bloodborne?
I streamed 2 sessions of Bloodborne. Unfortunately, I then moved and had to give the PS4 I was borrowing back to its owner. So I have played a fantastic total of maybe 4 or 5 hours. It was incredible. Killed the cleric beast, killed Father Gascoigne.
Right.
Got trampled by a big giant, and then that's the last time I played.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, no, it was incredible. I guess now it's just fingers crossed it comes to PC, or perhaps I find myself with a bunch of time and I should just buy a PS4.
Yeah. Yeah, Elden Ring's coming out. That's looking good. Yeah. Are you working on anything right now that you'd want to potentially share on the screen?
I'm putting together a cyberpunk sketch of sorts. Give me a sec. How does the screen chat work? Yeah, give me 1 second. My Photoshop in windowed mode.
I think one of these legs is going to be cybernetic.
Ooh.
So what kind of exciting topics have you guys been going over in today's session?
Well, when James was here, we were just talking about stuff that I can't remember actually. Just casual, nothing too profound. Just answering questions.
Yeah, that's fine. My brain turns off when I talk to James too, so I get it.
A new feud between you two. All right.
Just need to pick on him as much as I can while he's not here.
So here we got Thomas's screen. Very cool. Coming at us. Your dynamic perspective character designs are off the charts. Look at those shapes. Juicy.
I thought it'd be quite fun to put something in motion.
Yes. I ought to do that someday.
Just try and push it as far as you can. It's good. It's like an interesting challenge. And you just do sketches like progressively increasing the FOV or something each time. Until you can no longer work out what you're looking at. And then you go back 1 step and that's good.
You're too brilliant. We need to remove you from the world. That's lovely. I love it. I really like the shape you did of the hand there too. The simplicity of that, because out of context that could just be like a tree root, but
hey, it could be in a cybernetic forest or something, and I can make it into a tree root in the background.
True. Cynics tell them about tangents.
What? What are you saying?
Oh no, do I have tangents?
I
Oh god.
that maybe I don't know.
Uh-oh. I feel like if there are, they're being used well, and I wouldn't complain about them.
Yeah, it's not like a huge anything. People forget that tangents are also like a positive tangent. It's just what we would call flow. So in that sense.
Ooh. I like that.
Switch
Now,
back
having
to
said all that,
I mean, that's a fun challenge as well. Like, how far can you lean into like tangents as a very deliberate design choice? Like, it generally feels quite graphic whenever I see like a piece that deliberately uses tangents, but it can be very interesting.
yeah.
Cynics, are you doing anything?
Wasn't.
If you want to read chat, if there's any questions, you can do that too. If you want.
Sure. Chat.
What he's trying to say is, make
I
yourself
will be the
useful.
moderator for now. I'll moderate the chat.
I think there's a couple. We switched back to my boring, non-dynamic pose character.
Oh god, Ahmed, like they're not even moving.
Sorry, I can't do it like you, bruv.
Oof.
It's always tricky to go like full profile view of anything, or at least I find it so difficult to make things look like. Then you have to like really be on point to make things look good. I usually just rely on things being in 3/4 because it's a lot easier to just not have to be as like perfect and still get away with things looking pretty dynamic again.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
I don't have to think about the design here as long as it looks like it's moving.
Well, for concepts, like, it's not a bad idea to just make it look cool first, then make sense of it later.
Yeah. Let's see. I'll read some of these. Carl Darwin asks, how do you guys, let's see. I guess it's your thoughts about tackling details. Do you try to think about them early or solve them later? It's a little hard to read, but pretty sure that's what he's talking about.
I go macro to micro usually, so get the overall read first and then gradually zoom in for details. Yeah, that's my answer.
Yeah.
I think that it seems very sensible. The only thing I guess I'd add is like when you can sort of plan out where in your piece you think you're going to detail up later, and then make sure that you have whatever, like if you're doing sort of the macro lighting or even just the composition, you're making sure that those areas are in like comfortable places in that composition.
Yeah, I tend to work the same way, like you said, big to small. But come to think of it, then sometimes I do just like go like kind of like start detail and just kind of like expand outward in that detail, which I know you sometimes do that too.
Yeah, sometimes. Like
you do that with painting.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I guess that would be like the more Kim Jong-il style of drawing and everything, or it's just full detail resolution, and then you're just expanding outward from it instead of like working from like big shapes to little shapes.
Yeah, because you achieve the final, I guess, render very, very quickly with drawing. You put down the line, and that's it. You never go back to it, and so you can get that like making everything to its finished point, but just expanding outwards.
Got a question about maybe getting bored with drawing and how do you deal with that? And
realize that art isn't everything. Take a break, walk away, do something else. Bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah, that's probably Not going to have any huge revelations break forth in terms of that question and answer. It's pretty similar to all kind of questions about art block and motivation and all that kind of stuff.
Never wait for motivation. Simply get started as quickly as possible.
Seb, I thought the stream was tomorrow. I think there is also a stream tomorrow. There is a stream
Yes.
each day.
Well, I think your stream's tomorrow, right?
I am doing one, I believe, at the same time you're doing one tomorrow.
Yeah, people are saying
Competition.
Uh-oh.
But as far as I'm concerned, mine, we can watch them at the same time even, because I'm just going to be doing some loose paint exploration. It's not going to be like a lecture or anything.
Mine is going to be with some other guests, most of them who I haven't met. Hey, Ozan. How's London, man? My Alexa just started talking, telling me.
Oh, I was wondering what that. I was like, what? Does anyone hear that?
I don't know why. I didn't say the word.
Alexa, fart.
Her name's Amazon.
Amazon, fart. That's like the weirdest thing they programmed in, because she just gets like super nasty after you say that once.
Does she really?
Oh yeah. Have you ever heard? It's like her attitude just like pulls a 180.
Okay, I believe you fully. Yes.
Like, say it right now. Do
I
it.
will not do this.
Yeah, don't ruin it.
He goes like, "Ooh, that was a big one. Do you want to hear a juicy one?" Like, she literally says that to you, like after she makes fart sounds.
Oh my
I'm gonna
god.
mute my mic and test it.
Yeah, dude. Just,
no. I'm
people
kidding.
want to hear.
I'm drawing, Robert.
It's just say it. Just say the words.
I won't say them. We're adults here. Not really.
All right. You say so.
Yeah.
Thank you. No one's ever called me that.
All right, let's see what Thomas is doing. Switch over to him. Oh,
We
yeah.
need a
It's
face.
pink.
Pink, yeah. I don't know what the pink should be. In fact, let's bring up the ref. What can I steal from the ref board? I need something pink. Oh, maybe like the markings that are going on the neck here.
Yes.
Ooh. Let's just do a little Windows snip. Steal that.
Bada
Stick it
bing.
in.
You can't do that. That's against the rules of art.
What?
Oh, yeah. We're
I
going to
can't-
report you.
I can't
Yeah.
do this.
No, that's
But I
against
promise.
art rules.
I painted it myself, I promise.
I'm calling
I'm
up
just gonna-
Craig Mullins. Art Friday book.
If I apply a oil paint filter, you'll never know.
Uh-oh. Calling Craig.
Please don't tell Craig.
Yeah, that's Thomas's work, the one in blue. So this question keeps coming up. May I ask how would you recommend somebody with full-time mentally taxing job that is not art related at all learn art? Find balance first, and then in that free time, learn it. I can't speak from experience on that. I don't know. Yeah, maybe
Not many
somehow
people can speak from experience, because it's literally quite you're on hard mode when everyone else is working extra hard on easy mode, and trying to pull ahead is it's gonna take a lot. It's gonna take a ton, and not to say people haven't done it, because I do believe there are some people that have done stuff like that. I know, like Justin Fields, the 3D artist, he kind of basically was working another job, and he managed to break into the industry like late, just like while working on other stuff. But that is I'm not gonna say it's easy. I'm not gonna pretend it's even fully realistic in some ways, but there's ways to kind of do it. But yeah, I mean, you're asking basically how can I basically do as much with half the time as people that are just like super dedicated all of the time. And that's the hardest thing, you know. It's the hardest thing about art to like fully just admit and embrace that that's not easy, and it's not very, I don't know, it's going to be a huge uphill battle. A lot of the people, you know, that are like very far along in their art career, it's because they were, I hate to say spoiled in some sense, but certainly spoiled with the time and possibly financial security from family or other things to, you know, dedicate a ridiculous amount of time. So it's not easy, but can be done if you can find a way to somehow get by with minimizing your amount of real work stuff you have to do. That's, you know, great. But just remember that like any amazing advice we would have for you, like the other people that would also be getting that advice are the people that, once again, still have infinite free time. So like they're working just as much under all the same advice and everything as everyone. So it's hard to make up for that. It's a tough thing to do. It's the darker side of art, that it's just for spoiled, wealthy
Oh,
kids.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Yeah.
You cool? Hello? I think in terms of like an actual, I don't know if there's any real advice, but like to some degree, you may find like scheduling is a good way to force yourself to have some time. It may just be that like this isn't possible, but if you can like book and essentially in like your calendar or whatever, like time that you will spend on art, then hopefully you like can work to like make sure that that time always remains free, because otherwise it's very easy for just general kind of tasks that you have to do to live outside of a job to take over. I guess the main thing is that if you have anything that you do in your pastime, like that's the first thing you have to sacrifice. It's like you can't watch as much TV, you can't like play as many games.
Yeah.
And like making sure that you don't do that, I think some sort of scheduling can be the way to do that.
So discipline is kind of what I'm getting from that.
Yeah, I suppose it's like it's slightly different to discipline. Like I watched an interesting video about how people can like use essentially like I don't know, they can like change their surroundings to make it so that it's easier to avoid temptation. So
Yeah.
rather than trying to be more disciplined and just like resist that temptation, you instead just excise that thing. Like if it's a game, you literally put it away in a cupboard, and like because like throughout a day, for example, every time you are actively resisting a temptation, you're making yourself sort of weaker. Like later on in that day, you have less energy to resist, and so if you can just get rid of it, then that's a far better way to structure your time, because later on, when sort of a temptation that you can't hide away easily, you still have like some of that sort of energy left to do so. It's almost like a muscle that fatigues during a day, and if you can do as much as you can to avoid exercising it, then
Right.
yeah, it can help out.
Right on. Yeah. To be fair, just getting a job in art doesn't require that level of extreme dedication or anything. Kind of referring to like really being at the top of things. But in theory, just getting a art-related, job might be the kind of the stepping stones toward getting to the place you want to be. Might be like very carefully managing like what your current job is and like how you can kind of get slightly closer to a place that's gonna allow you to even focus on art more. It's kind of
That's a very good point. Yeah, because you could do something. Sorry. You could do something where it's like just knowing Photoshop is kind of like the requirements for it. So it could be for advertising companies or something that need you just like select out objects, mask out things for marketing, like images and things like that. They're not interesting, but they are like tangentially art related, and it means you're spending more time using the tools that you'd need to later on. Like, there's the potential for that, so I suppose it is worth looking into.
A lot of interesting ideas in chat. There's a lot of interesting questions. I think a couple people asked about, well, there were a couple different questions at different times about like, what do you have any new favorite artists that have maybe you've discovered recently or just that you're really into at the moment?
Ooh, good question. I always forget names, so you're gonna have to let me go through my ArtStation likes for a bit.
Yeah, when you find that, you can share your screen, or I'll just share your screen. You can show us. Nothing comes to mind for me. However, I have recently dived into like older looking anime stuff, old school style. Actually, I'll go to my ArtStation, see what I've liked as well. How do I do that? I'm getting old.
Where's that button that used to be there? I swear it could have moved. Here we go.
Button. I got nothing in there. Oh, okay. We'll switch over. Who is that?
Arson Lee. They have some fantastic pieces that I very much enjoy. Also anime, but I've stared at this for a while, just looking at like lovely blend between like a sketch underneath, and then like just really efficient use of shape on top. It's beautiful. Look at those flowers.
I love those shapes. Yeah.
God damn.
See, that
also
crop
did this.
on its own would have a really nice what's it called, like abstract painting feel, but when it's in the context of that, it just reads really well as flowers.
Yeah, exactly. You scroll and you're like, oh wow, that really is abstract, and then it reads perfectly as flowers from a distance. It's just that lovely elegance when the right values, the right shapes, the right placement, it all comes together. So it's really nice. And then they did this lovely project where it's Team Rocket, but like they have this big fancy mansion. And it's just
made
like, it. Yeah. And it's just so beautifully ideal, and all the colors, they're this like lovely sort of warm greens and yellows. It's just really fun. It just makes me grin. Like, look at this meow.
That's quite the meow.
So serene,
that's
comfy.
Carven.
And like all of this sort of, like the food, it's got this lovely juicy feeling. It's like that anime food. How appealing can you make it? And again, really efficient use of these little highlights. It's lovely. It's just lovely to look at.
Someone had asked what type of work you do, Thomas. What are you doing these days?
For concept art.
Yeah.
I'm doing bits of everything basically, but I'm at Playground Games working on Fable.
Fable. Awesome.
Yes. But in terms of style, like it's sort of all over the place. I still haven't really settled on what I think is the thing I do the most or enjoy the most.
Same. I don't think I ever will either.
Yeah.
That detail.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's often boggles the mind and blows me away, like just the sheer, especially if you go on like ArtStation, just the sheer never-ending amount of like just amazing artists that you have yet to discover,
Oh yeah, and so that it doesn't get forgotten, I shall drop this into the chat.
I think we should go to the front page and judge people's artwork.
That's a great idea.
Okay.
But
Oh, that's
like
cool.
in honesty, the wild thing about looking at the front page is kind of like what I said, where like probably half of those people you've never like you weren't even aware of, and like it's like everything's awesome, you know.
Yeah.
It feels like that every day.
See, I'd be curious, like, if everyone had the same front page, like if all three of us had the same front page, organized.
Oh, what stands out?
Yeah, like what would we click to look at? You know, because I usually click like 3 or 4 in a new tab to check out. I'm curious to see which ones.
All right. Go back to the front page without saying anything. Let's get like a.
All right, 1 second.
Scroll down a little bit. Okay. We got 3 rows here.
Wait.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Let's
5,
do a
6,
refresh and get
7,
a
8.
new shuffle.
Okay.
This actually should stay the same because it's trending, so it should be the same.
Oh, it's on trending. Well, we all looked at it though.
True.
Well, yeah,
I
but
already
we
made.
might have
I already made my selection as well. I've clicked on 3 things already.
Okay, I'll click trending. I prefer the random of the community page.
All right, but real quick, I would say the one that I would totally click on is like the guide. I think they're wading through like flood. I don't know what's going on there.
Ooh, nowhere
That
express.
sounds like when I quickly look, like that one stands out to me more
He
than a
posted
lot
those
of the
on-
other ones.
On Instagram, they're really good. He does a series of them.
Ooh.
But yeah,
story
you can go to
result.
the community one. Let's see how our tastes differ real fast.
Okay.
Oh, they're so small though. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay, don't say it out loud. Okay, there's that one for sure.
So tiny.
Okay, number 2, 3. And 4. So yeah, that'll be the order. Okay, whenever you're ready.
There's
Wait, let
so
me
many and so many. Oh,
drag this to the side.
This is fun.
I want this one. It looks
Oh, interesting.
cute. It looks really cute. It's interesting, like looking at the small ones because it's kind of like a slight tantalizing. Oh, I don't know what it might be. So
Yeah.
I kind of want to know more.
So for me, on the bottom right, the girl with the mirror.
which one?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so there's that.
Oh, that one did not stand out in my brain.
For some reason that did it for me. So to the left, okay, so you see the 2 big square ones?
Yeah.
There's one, all right, so on the bottom left of that.
Ooh.
No, up. That one, yes. Yeah. I'd click that one.
Ooh.
And there was another.
It's really strange, like how. What does it take for a thumbnail to stand out amongst things like this?
Well, it's going to be different for everyone. I think people just getting into concept art will definitely click those big ones, or illustration, or whatever. But like,
Yeah.
I think after time we've seen this over and over and over again, where it's like, what else is interesting? And so those like playful shapes kind of call to me. What about you, Rob?
Now that I'm trying to find a commonality, like in the thing, I feel like I'm drawn to these ones of like lower contrast. Like in the top right corner, there's like that thing. I think it's like an environment. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I
Like
clicked on that one.
yellowy orangish.
Yeah.
And then like the one of like on the top row to the left of that, where it's like people holding hands in that soft pastel color,
Oh,
whatever it is.
All right, now
Like I find myself very interested in these ones that have like these subdued but like kind of interesting color palettes more than anything.
Like slightly moodier.
Yeah, and even like even though it's not like might not be super exciting. Like for me, I just since I'm so weak at environments, like the one right below the big armor guy in the helmet, the bigger one. Yeah, that one. I find that like very interesting.
All right,
Well,
let's
let's take
see
a
what
look.
we've opened.
Yeah.
So in order, it'll go me, then Ahmed, then Rob.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Also, real quick, I'm not sharing my screen. This is Thomas's screen.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
Oh,
it's so cute.
cool.
And it's
Yeah.
3D. It's more than I bargained for. This is fantastic.
Nice.
Oh man, I should have picked that.
I didn't even notice that one.
Oh, we get a 3D model.
Sketchfab, let's go. That's awesome.
That's really cute.
Norma Martinez.
Adorable. I'd love to make little like I don't know what to call these. Almost like sculptures. The sort of thing you might have printed out on your desk.
Vignettes, yeah.
Really cute. All right.
Maquettes, vignettes, yeah. All right.
Ooh.
Oh wait, so was that the same? You picked the same one as me?
Yeah, I opened this as
Okay.
well. It's interesting because I don't know what I was expecting, but I think I read these as some sort of like trees or foliage. So it's like a fun twist that it turns out to be like wrecked metal.
Is that
or pieces of
3D?
metal.
Or...
It looks like there's a 3D base. Oh. Let's see. Oh no, they didn't tag the software used. We'll never know.
It's so
Maybe we'll have to
blasé.
open up and zoom in. No, I mean, yeah, it's definitely 3D.
Yeah, it's
I'm just
cool.
wondering about like the rocks and stuff.
Yeah,
That's
like
that one. I like the smudge and the sun. That's nice.
Yeah.
Like a big sandstorm going overhead.
Oh, okay.
I guess the last one I picked, I was like, oh, look at this. Look at this goofy dude. That's really cute. Little jellies. Lovely stuff.
Process vid, nice. Okay. I believe mine's next. There's that. Yeah,
Ooh,
that's cool.
that's really nice.
It's so clean. I could never do that. I mean, I could. It would be such a challenge for me.
Oh, we've got some little Ghibli Easter eggs in here. There's
Oh.
head of a guardian from
Oh,
Akira.
nice.
Bye, battered violet. That's cool. By Louis Picard.
That's lovely. I love the shadow here, and then it's like this. I guess it feels like it's the ambient light, I suppose, just catching all of the leaves that are dangling down.
Such a muted palette, but the contrast is like where it needs to be.
I guess because it's so clean, it remains incredibly readable, even though you've got such like strong contrast in places that aren't really your focal point.
Right.
Like this feels like one of the biggest contrasts is this blue against black.
Yeah.
But because it's so simple, we don't really get distracted by it. Like we're still always drawn to the figure and then like the details around it.
Yeah. Also, the shape density is definitely more frequent in that main focal point area where she's brushing her teeth. So it works. And then the airbrush between that. Go next.
Lovely.
Ah,
Oh, so cute.
yes.
Yeah, this is really fun. Like when you just like feel a new character, like when you haven't experienced this kind of emotion in a character before. It's always exciting.
Charming.
Oh wait, is this a 3D that we can see?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, you're looking through them and like,
Uh,
oh, this is 3D. I fully thought that was a 2D one, like when on the thumbnail. Or is it
You gotta
thumbnail?
follow him back, dude.
Actually, I'm confused now. So
That's okay. That part's 2D.
Yeah.
Wait, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
right?
but somebody modeled it in 3D for him.
right, yeah, so their friend modeled it and then they've put the images in it. Yeah, that's wonderful.
You gotta follow that dude back.
Oh my god, I got it. What? Look, I'm very picky with my
Oh,
follows.
then don't. Then don't.
Wow.
Very
Wow.
picky. Yeah, I know. So I'll have to open their account and do a little review later,
Investigation.
and then I can decide.
I follow everyone back. Just kidding, not everyone, but a lot of people.
I think it's because I always want to like. I use ArtStation as a place to remember like cool images. I really shouldn't. I should save them locally in like nicely neat folders. But instead, I go
On
no.
the cloud.
I've limited the number of things that I follow and like or whatever, so I can always find the stuff I'm looking for.
I think that's the smart way to go, actually.
Sort of, except it would be better because there will still be times where I just can't find something. It's Nishio Nara. I like this person a lot.
Oh.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do a little zoom.
Oh,
Giant world tree in the back.
Yeah, has those like Super Nintendo era like cover art kind of vibes.
Mm.
love it.
Oh, the sparkling in the water. So comfy.
Is that like fan art for a game or something, or just
I don't think so, no.
cool?
It really feels it though. You feel like the larger world behind it or something.
Yeah.
In fact, have you seen any of this person's work?
I have not. Let's see.
Oh, you love it.
Oh, they got some industrial stuff. Yeah.
Mm. I think my favorite. Where is it? It's got a broken plane in it. I'm currently blanking on it though. I just can't see it. Oh, here we go. Look at this.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
I love this.
Nice.
It's that really nice sort of higgledy-piggledy rounded shapes. Kind of feels like everything's hand battered into place.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Lovely shapes. All right. Here we go. And here's the environment.
Okay.
Oh, it's Kalen. He's awesome.
Nice.
Again, it's like a strange switch because I read it as a painted environment. From
Yeah,
afar.
I kind of assumed it would
Check
be
out his
painted.
paintings. He has really great shape design. If you scroll down,
Woohoo.
Oh, I like those. Those are cool.
yeah, he has a really good, like those two bottom left ones. The breakdowns of black and whites, are really fun to look at.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah.
Ooh, some 3D integration.
Cool. Yeah, interesting. It was a fun little art station sidetrack.
Little detour. It's the sort of thing you can just do for hours.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna
By
switch
the
it
way,
back to-
if you're in chat, you should do it once. Start your day by looking at ArtStation. Can't stress that enough.
Absolutely.
All right, I'm gonna go back to drawing. It's actually we're gonna wrap it up very soon.
Ooh,
So
that's a time limit on getting the drawing finished. God damn.
sleepy. Well, maybe 5 more minutes actually. But for those of you who are still here, if you did do the drawing or some kind of drawing at all, feel free to use the KellyPunk hashtag so we can all see what you did. Post that now. Maybe we'll click it and we can look through it.
I'm thinking, what cheap techniques can I use to make this look like it's finished?
Let's see what you got.
Firstly, it's just airbrush and lighting. Easy peasy. Nice.
Zoom
background
out, looks like
doesn't
a
look
finished
flat.
piece.
We do need to add a face, and unfortunately that's a little less easy to cheat.
Put a mask and like glowy robot eyes
Ooh, good idea. Or like Sam Fisher goggles.
or that, yeah.
All right, let's work these in.
Rob, you were streaming pretty much every day during ChromaCore or so. Are you still streaming?
Yeah, I've still been doing my daily streams.
Nice. Are you doing tomorrow's thing on Twitch or YouTube?
Twitch. Yeah, on Twitch. Yeah, the daily streaming has been a great way to at least stay extra active on just making myself accountable for drawing a couple hours each day. It's been really good actually for my overall art stuff.
Is my mic lower than others? Is that what you're saying, Rich?
It sounds fine to me, but then again, I don't know.
Mm.
I can't hear the comparative. They also said it might just be that your voice is too low and sexy for.
You like force yourself to stream, or I say force, but like have a schedule for streaming. Do you find you end up like creating stuff that you wouldn't otherwise? Is that like a big part of how it sort of helps out with art in general?
Yeah, for me, when it definitely the streams force me to like feel like I need to try like a little bit different stuff on a regular basis, kind of vary them up. Although, now that I've been doing daily streams for like the full year, I feel like I'm jumping around too much. So now I'm like trying to decide like maybe it's better to spend like a couple weeks on like a particular type of thing just to start to make some gains and progress in that thing instead of just jumping back and forth from like environments to characters to robots like every single day.
Right.
It's hard to find.
So, yeah, do you not like see a clear sort of I guess progression between each I guess environment you do, just because you can't like focus on?
Yeah,
what to do next
exactly.
time?
You miss that chance of like, actually making progress, because there's always a state of like, oh, let me get back into the mindset of doing like a robot or something. And that's you spend the whole time doing that, and by the time you're back in that mindset, it's like, well, now the next day I'm going to do characters or something. So you're not making that progress really.
And it sort of touches on that fear of when you learn a skill, like that sense that if you don't practice it enough, then it's just going to fade away. I certainly feel that. Like if it's been too long since I've done a thing, whatever it is, environment, character, or set of characters or something, then I start like doubting that I can actually do it again until I do it again, and I go, oh, it's okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, there's definitely an amount of, especially I don't know if it's just like now that I've already like kind of established some baseline, like just from doing all that stuff, previously in my past, it's like if I want to actually make any progress, like I can't just, spend a little bit of time. I really need to keep doing it until I actually make something that's better than anything I've made previously on that topic. And then I feel fine switching because I feel like I've made a step.
Conquered it.
Yeah, I've made a step that's further than I'd ever been. And then I'm fine with switching.
Yeah, that's kind of like. Okay,
sorry. Go ahead.
As I say, just making sure or trying to make everything better than what you've done previously, whatever better means in that context. It's a real it's a trap you can get stuck in. It's a really hard one.
True.
Yeah. I feel like I have a pretty good. I guess from doing it for so long, I feel like I have a pretty realistic, like kind of almost objective view on like if things are like how good they are compared to what I've done in the past, and like what would be a good like minor step forward and stuff. But that's certainly something that can easily get skewed, and I definitely see that in a lot of students and stuff, and just everyone, where you kind of get a little bit lost in like, have I walked further than I walked before? I can't even tell anymore. It's like, how long have I been walking for?
Yeah.
I walk a lonely road.
And have I just been walking in circles? Did I actually get somewhere?
Rob, I'm still desperately in love with the painting you did of the girl smoking.
Oh yeah,
So
that was that came out so quickly too.
Really?
It was just like so like there's nothing in it that like took any like time going back over. it was literally just like an hour and a half, and then it was all done. You know,
No, damn.
it's just. I feel like every single thing I like actually shares that in common. There's like this super just like straightforward, like no time wasted. Like they just always feel like they came out super easily when I like something. Like that's just easy.
Kind of like playing a song on guitar that's just natural.
Yeah, it just like, oh, that feels everything. There wasn't a moment where it was like oh, I'm not sure, that might not be right. It's just like, nope, it just all came out, just flowed out very easily.
Oh, I like this. In the chat, Chihiro says, Ahmed, I just wanted to say thank you for the course that you made. Been enjoying the hell out of it, and I hope to see more courses from you in the future. Thank you. You're welcome. But yeah, I'm going to pull that up, Rob. I just want to remind people what I'm referring to.
Yes, please. Also, on the topic of your course, I really want the free time to do it. I genuinely just want to do that course. It sounds so much fun. I'd love to see, just going through stories of it.
I sent it to you, right? Did I send it to you?
What do you mean?
Never mind. Okay. Yeah, so this is the painting that I was referring to. So cool.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, like for whatever reason, like if you look at like the background was the thing that like came out so like quickly, and that's what I was like almost surprised. I'm like, that worked surprising, because it was just a round brush, basic as just round brush, and it made everything look like the bokeh lighting, where it's like just with like quick blobs and like just picking, like it felt very easy to pick like warm and cool colors. And it's just like, oh, my brain's picking all the right colors that I wanted, and they're just kind of, instantly just kind of like coming in where I want them to.
It's just so like fantastically convincing. It feels like you've done a study of like an environment basically, and then deliberately like
based off of photos, so it's not like I made it up. Although I did adjust it a little bit, but yeah, all the light, like for sometimes when you're just like in the right mind state, like picking colors for like the light and stuff, they just become so like easy. I don't know.
Regarding this technique that you shared with everyone for free on YouTube, really brilliant. It was so cool to see how you, because it looks like you carefully painted the colors in to look like that, but it was just a gradient map that you cleverly switched around. And it's like,
yeah, the gold was definitely the part that I was most surprised, because even I was surprised, like even on the skirt, because I hadn't tested it before I started doing the video, and I was just like, that looked way better than I expected it to. Like, because the skirt, like that top part and any of that gold part, like that was just me basically doing it with no lighting, just like gray scale, the most basic, just gray clay-like lighting. And it was just like, oh, okay. Yeah, I'm never gonna render metal again because this is way too easy.
For those who keep asking what the hashtag is, it's been on the screen like a million times. Am I bitter? Absolutely, 100%. Am I tired? Absolutely. Right, let's see if anyone posted anything. Oh my god, someone's username is Kelly Punk. All right, what do we got here? That's definitely not from...
Uh-oh.
We got
I was like,
one.
Someone's made an Instagram account. Oh, fantastic.
Nice. That was fast.
Mutant shrimp.
This is an hour ago? Dang. I've been following Metal Theory for years now, but never really seen in live streams. Kind of neat. Hey, how long does it take to finish your course, Ahmed? So if you check it out. I designed it in such a way that like it, you treat each lesson as though it's a week. So it's about 14 weeks. You could skip stuff. You could speed run it. Some people speed run it and finish all the assignments within like a week. I don't recommend doing that because then you don't get the time to really understand everything regarding stylized painting or or understanding why values work the way they do. I think it's important to take your time with each one of these. So 14 weeks would be a good start. That doesn't mean you have to stick to that. Once you buy the course, you have it forever after you fully pay for it, and you can go back to the lessons whenever you want. So yeah, let's go back to this, see if anyone posted more. Okay, who's this? Who is this? Ladluck. Look at that.
God damn.
That's pretty awesome. That giant axe. Really nice shapes. I love the loose concept feel for it.
My attitude.
Nice. And I like the gradation from neon pink to blue to purple on that. Nice. Refresh. Oh man, they're popping up. Daniel. Very cool. Classic cyberpunk katana. Can I take longer? Yeah, take as long as you want on the course. Kelly, you got to post. This was all for you. Thank you for your Dark Souls art course. That was very hard in a good way, challenging stuff. Thanks, Carl. Raven Mitz art. Not from the prompt, but revisiting a sketch idea. Cool. All right. Giant red evil eyeball takes over person. All right, let's see. I'm going to refresh 2 more times. Then we'll see. In order, though. Swordmaster. Yo, that's cool.
Ooh. Chunky shoes.
Looks like a character for a game. Like a side-scrolling. Nice.
That's really nice.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Is this definitely not the theme, but cool sketch, man. All right, who's this? Kelly. Oh my God, love you. Yep. Yeah, that's nice. Good job, Kelly. I like orange pants. Orange is cool. Orange is my color.
What? Orange was my color.
Okay, orange and cyan. Sorry. Can everyone take a moment and appreciate Kelly's work? Oh my God.
Oh, nice. I like those deep skin tones, you know, where they're not like they have like some depths and like they grab you a little bit with their like the kind of mid tones of it.
Steve's Enchant Encounter for closing stream. Yeah, we'll do that at the end. Hey, Val. Val's my other bestest friend ever. Will there be a prompt tomorrow? So tomorrow we're doing a panel. So I'm actually not running it. Iris Smuddy, she's going to be running the thing on my channel, asking us questions. We might have a theme. We'll see. We're going to kind of play it by ear. So, are these students' Instagram pages for the course? No. Although if you want to see people's work for the course, you hashtag meds map. And there's over 500 posts for it to see how they're doing. And, it depends on the assignment, of course. There's still life assignments, value assignments, color assignments, repetition assignments, skulls, cubes, and all that stuff. Yeah, they're killing it. Med, would you say it's okay sometimes to jump between different chapters in your course? I want to do all of it, but I find myself occasionally lacking patience for doing all this. How dare you? I was kidding. Yeah, sure. Jump between things as you see fit. This order is, I think, set up in a way where it builds on the previous assignment. However, if you feel like you can jump to, you don't really have to know color to do the value technique assignment. So even though color is like the second assignment. So it really depends on your preference, but this is my recommended
Yes.
thing.
So if you feel like you're so much smarter than Med, feel free to do it in a different order.
Let's refresh. Any more Kelly punks? All right, who's this? Small, medium, big. Cool. All right. Yeah, I love the looseness. do a million more. And Jamtron, my dude, yeah, Echi. I spoke to this dude in at Lightbox in Arabic, which is fun. Got this bike.
That's awesome.
Is that a giant sword on her head? What is?
I read his pompadour first. I don't think it's hair.
Wait, what?
I assumed it was like a giant hairpiece.
Speaking of which, let's see what you have. Oh,
I have this. Whoa.
dude, what was that? 30, 40 minutes? Whip that up. Love
Not
it.
sure. They have the eyes and like a semblance of maybe a nose. I don't know. Faces are hard, man.
You're too creative.
Well, I have
Faces
to
are the
do the
easy
face
part.
calls.
Yeah. I got you. Don't worry. Mitchell says, I bought your course, Med. How good would you say it should make a beginner if they take their time, in your opinion? That's such a hard thing to answer, especially if I don't know where you are, where your work is, and what level it is. But I think one metric you could say is like for every, I guess, 50 paintings, you'll notice a very significant improvement. But it's really hard to say. I don't know. Maybe like your strength is values, but when you do color for the assignments, like that's going to help your color stuff. I don't know. I don't think there's a easy way to answer that one. Yeah. But yeah, Thomas, that's awesome. Oh, what are those little bubbles?
There's little bubbles.
Yeah. Cool. Hey, Ariel. All right, we're gonna have just our faces here because I think we got to wrap it up. I'm just too tired. I would love to stream much longer.
Feeling
but,
pretty sleepy.
I'm like 90 years old now, so what's it called? Yeah, it was more of a chill, relaxed session today, which is kind of nice. Thanks for joining us, Thomas and Rob and James, who was here earlier. No, one more hour. I can't. Yeah.
Time for sleep.
Yes.
Not for me. I got a stream to do in it, like another 2 hours or something.
Oh, damn. Okay, maybe
I do my nightly stream.
Maybe I'll crash that after some Red Bull or something.
Okay. Yo, if you want to actually crash it, you should like join in. We're probably just gonna play like Gartic Phone or do something weird.
I'm not sure what that is,
Yes.
but
we're gonna play art games, and I'm gonna have Sue Lee on there, and it'll be fun.
Oh, great. Okay. If I'm awake, I will try to crash it.
Okay.
So yeah, thanks for joining, everyone, and I'm gonna end it off with Steven's little chance encounter, so that Thomas can see it as well. Right
I'd
on.
love to.
Okay. All right. Thanks, everyone. Have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow.
Farewell.
Bye-bye.
Traveler! Oh, good to see you. Good to see you. I wish I could say that this was my first time on this part of the path, but no, I've been here many times, and it's always good to see another artist on the journey of that confident look in your eye, that arrogant turn to your neck. You're taking Ahmed Al-Duri's painting course, aren't you? Those are powerful secrets, indeed. I knew them once. I had to befriend the man himself to learn them. I had to claw them out of him every day. But I suppose you just get to watch them in chapters at your own convenience. That's great. That's great. It almost doesn't seem fair. It almost doesn't seem right. Come back! Come back!